Well, let's get over now to meteorologist Hannah Gard checking out our Tuesday forecast. Hey, Hannah.
Hey Rob, looking really nice out there for us today. If you've stepped outside this morning, you probably felt a little bit better feel to the air. That's because we've had some drier air sinking in as we've gone throughout the past 24 hours. Now we're seeing some mid-60s with the dew points to the northeast. We've got some 60s on the North Shore, and we're in the low 70s in the city. You can still see this plume of moisture climbing all the way up to Oklahoma through Texas. That's from this boundary that's kind of stuck over here to the west. But it has sagged well offshore, so we're getting that northerly breeze, and the dry air will follow. It just takes a second for it to get into our region, but it's keeping the temperatures down, especially that little northerly breeze. We're in the mid-80s at the airport, 87 at the lakefront, 84 in Slidell, in the low 80s in Hammond, so not feeling too bad. And the feels like temperatures are only in the low 90s, which is saying something because the past week and typically all summer, we easily get into those triple digits early on as soon as that sun comes out. So the low humidity helps a lot with the feels like temperatures. We only get up to the upper 90s through the afternoon, so it's not going to feel too bad today. As long as we stay below 100, this is a good feel for the summertime, and we're well below heat advisory criteria. We have to get up to 108 to have those heat alerts, so the heat risk is low with feels like temperatures from 95 to 100. So if you're working outside all day, it's still going to feel hot. You still want to stay hydrated, but that prolonged heat risk is low because the impacts will be lesser on your body. But you still want to take precautions too if you're very sensitive to heat illnesses, because it's definitely not feeling cool. But as Josh said earlier, the weather's going to ball out. If you're headed to the Saints practice at Tulane this evening, it's going to be hot earlier on in the sunshine, but as the sun sets and we get into the evening and we fall to those mid-80s, the lower dew points are going to allow us to feel somewhat cool. We won't have that muggy overnight feel that we typically have in the summertime, so it's going to be really great weather to get out there and enjoy those Saints. This is really why it feels good, though. We're comparing this summer to last summer in our heads because we dealt with that brutal heat all summer long in 2023. We had 82 days above 90. We had 49 days above 95, and then we had 11 days above 100, which was record stretches of triple-digit heat. This year, so far, we've only had 76 days above 90, 30 days above 95. So it's feeling a lot better. We have not hit triple digits, and that is a much more average feel for the summertime. So we definitely have gotten a break from that heat that we felt last year. Mid-90s today, we get to around 94. North Shore could even be a little bit cooler. In the morning, we could see some 60s. They're just up here to the north, but most of us will be in those low 70s. Tomorrow, similar highs. We'll be in the mid-90s. We could stay in the low 90s, too, in parts of the North Shore. And Thursday will be the coolest morning. You'll notice 60s, and that's going to feel really good. That's porch-setting weather for the morning hours. And then we could even get to the mid-70s on the South Shore. So it's going to feel really good. The dry air sticks around through about Thursday. Then we'll see some moisture returning Friday and into the weekend. This is a tropical moisture surge. It's going to bring us rain chances back. And this is a feature that we do want to watch closely this time of year, because sometimes when we have these stalled out boundaries paired with that tropical moisture, it can try to form a tropical system. But right now we're just looking at those rain chances increasing, which is good news. We are well below normal where we're supposed to be for the month. We're typically at 4. We're at 0.32 inches. So we need some more rainfall. That would be helpful for those drier conditions out there. We'll get that as we head to the weekend. Ernesto up here, just a remnant low now, extra tropical, so nothing else expected in the next 7 days. But as we head into the peak of hurricane season, which starts today, 70% of our activity occurs after August 20th. So it's now time to make sure you still have those preparations in place while we're still watching for that activity possible out there. Nothing right now, but we've already been pretty active. We haven't seen nothing, so we know that we can still have a ways to go as we head into the rest of hurricane season. But enjoy this week. We have that drier heat. It's going to last through Thursday. The humidity comes back for the weekend. But guys, we'll take some rain, and it will drop those temperatures slightly as we head into next week. Back to you.
All right, I'll take some rain and lower temperatures for the weekend, but we'll like the lower humidity for now at least. Thanks, Hannah.